We are coming to you live from the Republic Broadcasting Network, where you can handle the truth. Good evening from Boston, Massachusetts. My name is Frank Allen. Tonight, we discuss 5G as it's in the news once again, strong. There is a mothers group that has gotten together, and they've said, you will not hurt my little cub. And they are serious, and they are getting members by the day. But before we discuss 5G, just a few brief messages. Joining Targeted Massachusetts is free. Just go to targetedmassachusetts.org, and in the navigation, or at the top of the page, go to Join TM. Please complete the easy registration form. By joining, you receive our newsletter, text updates, and the latest developments in our situation. You can donate to Targeted Massachusetts and help us to continue our activism. We are a legal organization in the state of Massachusetts. If you have any questions, call me anytime in the U.S. at 1-508-857-8334. Call into the show live and ask a question at 800-313-9443. Or listen at 605-313-0163. I would just like to mention a very stellar organization, and that is Targeted Justice. Visit their site at targetedjustice.com. If you'd like to listen to Kevin Annett, our patriot from Canada, go to bbsradio.com/Here We Stand. Targeted Massachusetts Northeast Conference airs Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern. Access by phone 515-604-9715. Access code 708922. ID Targeted. If you'd like to access the show by computer, in your address bar, type freeconferencecall.com/wall/targeted. Our YouTube channel is Targeted Massachusetts. We have a chat associated with this show. It's called targetedmass.chattango.com. The Schumann resonance was yesterday at 37 hertz. Today, nominal reading of 7.83 hertz. A lot of you will follow that and understand why it is very significant. For millions and millions of years on end, that was the frequency until man introduced things like HAARP. The effect of this increase is yet to be recorded, but they estimate that some people could go mad and others spiritually enlightened. We will have to see. Getting into 5G, the satellites that will be launched into the Earth's magnetosphere. Now, this is something that I was just speaking of. The Earth's magnetosphere and the ground is where the Schumann resonance resides. Experts say that this will have a significant influence over the electrical properties of the atmosphere. The alteration of the Earth's electromagnetic environment may be an even greater threat to life than the radiation from ground-based antennas. And we have a petition from 26,000 scientists that oppose 5G. And that was published on January 29, 2019. Okay, the excerpts that we take are coming from Arthur Firstenberg. Now, there are many, many concerns about 5G. As a matter of fact, the first introduction of cell phones put the people at risk. There are cancers out there right now that are happening or happened because of the first cell phone, which we'll call first generation 1G. So, the fifth generation is incomparable to anything, including 4G. The telecommunications company or companies have hired countless people, scientists actually, to say that 5G is perfectly safe. Well, I am here to tell the truth about 5G. This is the station where you can do it. As I said, 26,000 scientists have a petition against the rollout of 5G. And it goes as such. We, the undersigned scientists and doctors, environmental organizations, and citizens from blank countries urgently call for a halt to the deployment of the fifth generation wireless network, including 5G from space satellites. 5G will massively increase exposure to radio frequency. And this radiation on top of the 2G, 3G, and 4G networks for telecommunications already in place. Radio frequency radiation has been proven harmful for humans and the environment. The deployment of 5G constitutes an experiment on humanity and the environment that is defined as a crime under international law. If you live in the United States and you are the mayor of a city and you don't like what you see, you are powerless to do anything about it. 5G comes from the top. You can't take it out. You can't move it. You can't do anything with it. It's there. And nobody can take it out unless we have numbers. We need people to protest this. We need people in Washington. We need people in every capital, in every state in this union, if you can call it that. Telecommunications companies worldwide, with the support of governments, are poised within the next 2 years to roll out the 5th generation wireless network. This is set to deliver what is acknowledged to be unprecedented. This will change society on a global scale. We will have smart homes, smart businesses, smart highways, smart cities, and self-driving cars. But at what cost? Truckers, right now, are starting to fear for their jobs because we have semis coming out that are driven by AI and run from this incredible grid. If you were in your living room, sitting on your couch, and you could see the frequencies in your home, you would not be able to see beyond your nose, if that. That is how many frequencies that we have. So what happens if AI in one of these semis just decides to take an unexpected right turn and kills hundreds of people on a crowded freeway? The truckers have been around a long time, since the beginning. The truckers work very hard, and they will not sit back and watch their jobs taken away one at a time. They are the most powerful union in the United States, and I hope they band together as they have in the past to stop anything that would halt the trucks from rolling over the road. Virtually everything we own and buy, from refrigerators and washing machines to milk cartons, hairbrushes, and infants' diapers, will contain antennas and microchips and will be connected wirelessly to the internet. Imagine having your milk carton wired up to the internet. What's it going to do? Talk to you during breakfast? What they want to do is find out where these milk cartons go, how they're disposed of, diapers, how they're disposed of. Well, that might be a good thing, but guess what? If you slip up, pre-crime may come and get you and put you in jail because your diaper didn't make it to the place where it was supposed to go. Every person on Earth will have instant access to super high speed, low latency wireless communications from any point on the planet, even in rainforests, mid-ocean, and the Antarctic. So do we want this? Do we want death in the air that you can't see? But it's like this. If a teenager walks into a cell phone shop and picks up a cell phone, it's 5G, he can't see anything wrong with it. Nobody's told him there's anything wrong with it. So he picks it up, goes on one of the widely acknowledged payment plans, and walks out with a brand new phone, iPhone 11, whatever, with 5G. He puts it in his pocket. Instantly, the cells in his thigh start to react. After a period of time, he will, if he is so adapted or weak, he will get cancer. And for those of you that are using cell phones now, whenever you can, please put the phone on the desk or the table or the kitchen counter and put it on speaker. Don't put it to your head ever. In addition to millions of new 5G base stations on Earth and 20,000 new satellites in space, 200 billion transmitting objects, according to estimates, will be part of the Internet of Things by 2020. And guess what? That's what? Less than a month away. And they say 1 trillion objects a few years later. Commercial 5G at lower frequencies and slower speeds was deployed in Qatar, Finland, and Estonia in mid-2018. The rollout of 5G at extremely high millimeter wave frequencies is planned to begin at the end of 2018, which we have seen. We have had evidence. The first evidence was a firehouse. A group of our first responders who could not stay in that firehouse because of the 5G. They had to be moved, all of them, to another location. Thank you, folks, for the question. Thanks.
Folks, we're living in a world the likes of which we've never perceived any clearer than we do now. The plan for global governance has been in the works for generations and would have likely been achieved by now but for the fact that the globalists left open their Achilles heel. With all their tools, Federal Reserve System, fiat currency, no child left behind, and then Common Core education introduced to our schools to dumb us down, vaccines, pharmaceuticals to lobotomize us, GMO foods, insertion of compromised or bought and paid for politicians, judges, mainstream media propaganda, all pieced together like a puzzle designed to ultimately bring the world under submission. But with all their strategy, they forgot one thing: knowledge. And knowledge is power. With knowledge, their bombardment is nullified. Folks, with that, as brilliant and knowledgeable as you've become, among the wisest audience of any radio audience in the world, and you are, I want you to take a moment to reflect and ask yourself, how much of that knowledge did I obtain from Republic Broadcasting Network? How high has my consciousness been raised since I've been a listener? How fast am I now able to discriminate truth from fake news by being a Republic Broadcasting listener? How clear am I now able to see the world since I've been listening to RBN? Ask yourselves those questions, folks. Then ask yourself, what is that knowledge worth to me? Like my morning coffee, how would I survive without it? A voice of truth in a sea of lies. Do we not all need to make sure it survives? Like public broadcasting, we are now finding we can only survive with listener support. Censorship, advertisers being attacked, truth itself being attacked. It's the only way through this. We at Republic Broadcasting humbly ask you to become a supporter. Look at your budget and make a determination of what Republic Broadcasting is worth to you and what you can afford on a monthly basis. Go to republicbroadcasting.org and pledge 20, 30, 40, 50, if possible, 100 a month or more if it's affordable. Click the donate button and become a regular monthly donor. Assure both us and yourself that Republic Broadcasting truth will continue to flow like that morning coffee. The network thanks you.
Many people write us about their experience with Extendivite. Allow me to read you some from Amazon.com. It really does work like the review says it does. I cannot believe that after the first few days, I didn't feel as sluggish or clogged up. It has had a profound impact on my physical, emotional well-being. I'm skeptical as most people about products and their claims, and I never write reviews, but this is a wonderful product and I recommend it to everyone. Great product. It has brought my blood pressure from the mid-150s over the 80s to the mid-130s over mid-80s, along with diet and exercise in just the past couple of months. Excellent. Thank you, David. Tell us your story. Get Extendivite today. Call 1-877-928-8822 or visit heartdrop.com.
Extend your life with Extendovite.
We are coming to you live from the Republic Broadcasting Network, where you can handle the truth. And thanks to John Statmiller and my producer, Mike S., we can do that here. We can tell the truth. We don't have to put out what they tell us to. We come here and we tell the truth. Nothing candy-coated, just the truth. Good evening from Boston, Massachusetts. In case you've just tuned in, my name is Frank Allen. Tonight, we have been discussing 5G, a silent killer, a deadly killer, an invisible killer, causer of cancers, many other diseases. Something we haven't known. No one told us anything. They just said, here, try this brand new wireless phone, cell phone. I tried my first one in 93. So, I've been exposed. I had it at my ear at that time. You didn't have any choice. Since 1993, we'll say. Fortunately, I've had brain scans, and there is no evidence of any problem yet. But that's a yet. If you put a cell phone to your head, for an average call, we'll say, of 5 to 10 minutes, it takes your brain over a half an hour to get back to normal. Despite widespread denial, the evidence that radio frequency radiation is harmful to life is already overwhelming. The accumulated clinical evidence of sick and injured human beings, experimental evidence of damage to DNA cells and organ systems in a wide variety of plants and animals, and epidemiological evidence that the major diseases of modern civilization, cancer, heart disease, diabetes, are in large part caused by electromagnetic pollution, forms of literature, base of well over 10,000 peer-reviewed studies. Now, the targeted community, which is getting larger, has to put up with another frequency nightmare. Okay, we have Melissa in Georgia and Marilyn in Ohio. Go ahead, guys.
Hi.
Hi, Melissa.
Hey, Frank.
What's up?
Well, I've never had a smartphone. I use a flip phone. Doesn't seem to matter much. I hear people in my mind act like they're making a movie or creating their own reality, seeing through my eyes, and seeing through my son's eyes.
Okay. Melissa, do you have a question on 5G?
Yes. Yes. 5G, I don't, I mean, I have, all I have is a flip phone. That's all I've ever had. I don't even have a smartphone. They don't even allow me to have a email address anymore.
Well, do you realize that with that flip phone, you are still subject to 4G?
Yeah, I know. But I don't know how to contact anyone. And I'm not even allowed to have an email address anymore. Because as soon as I open up an email address, because I know they can see through my eyes, that they change my password.
I will set it up. I will set an email address up for you, Melissa, with a password, and I don't think they'll bother it. We'll see. But I will help you with that.
Thank you, Frank.
Okay, we have to go to commercial. After that, we have Marilyn from Ohio.
You are tuned in to the Republic Broadcasting Network. Visit our website by going to republicbroadcasting.org.
Corporate media dominates the American opinion. Finding independent voices that counter this avalanche is becoming increasingly difficult. With the endless corruption running rampant throughout our government, independent voices are needed more than ever to battle the offensive against our freedoms and liberties. As a listener of RBN, no one understands this concept better than you. Now it's up to you to do your part. The time has come for you to take action and begin broadcasting the truth to hundreds or thousands of people every month. Sound impossible? Quite the contrary. With pointed slogans from LibertyStickers.com, you can reach countless sleeping Americans unaware that they live in a real-life wonderland. LibertyStickers.com has a huge inventory of political bumper stickers and messages that reflect the truth about our government, our politicians, and the future of America. With so many in stock, there's one perfect for you. Visit us today at LibertyStickers.com. Again, that's LibertyStickers.com. Do your part. Your voice is important. Let it be heard.
Many people tell us about their experience with Extendivite. Just listen to what Glenn has to say.
Prior to taking it, I had diabetic neuropathy. The Extendivite reduced that significantly. Acid reflux was reduced. I had athlete's foot, very severe. Trimmed that down to about 75%. Dandruff, almost completely gone. I had occipital neuralgia at the base of my skull. I was having migraines, reduced by about 90%. Heart palpitations, my heart would kind of stall out. I would skip a beat. Very uncomfortable. And when walking from downstairs going to sleep, by the time I got to the bedroom, which is just one flight of stairs, my heart was pounding, coming out of my chest. My vision was blurry. This completely solved that problem. Great product. Thanks.
Tell us your story. Get Extendivite today. Call 1-877-928-8822 or visit heartdrop.com.
Extend your life with Extendivite.
Homeowners, are you in foreclosure, expecting to be served with a foreclosure lawsuit, or suspect your lender has coerced you into an illegal mortgage transaction? A huge number of mortgages made in the last 10 years have legal issues and are possibly defective. State laws and the U.S. Supreme Court have upheld that defective mortgage documents are grounds for foreclosure defense and for counterclaims in favor of the homeowner. If your mortgage has been sold or assigned since closing the loan, it may be defective and you may be paying the wrong party, and the lender may not have standing or the right to foreclose or collect payments under the law. If you would like to know if your mortgage is legal or not, or know if you are paying the right party, we can help. Our initial consultations are free of charge. We are not attorneys. We are legal researchers and work closely with experienced lawyers who know how to help you find the evidence to help you keep your home. Call toll-free 1-855-2-KEEP-IT. That's 1-855-2-KEEP-IT today.
Good evening from Boston, Massachusetts. My name is Frank Allen. Tonight, we have been discussing 5G as it's come into the news very strongly. And there is an organization of mothers against 5G who don't want their little cubs hurt. Don't mess with a mother, okay? Because she'll tear you up if you try and hurt her child. So we have Marilyn from Ohio. Go ahead, Marilyn.
Hi, Frank. Hi, Melissa. Anyone who's listening. I had a question about 5G and Wi-Fi. And, the question online is, does this interfere with Wi-Fi? And I know that Barry Trower, who worked for a British military weapons developer, had exposed 5G, but primarily Wi-Fi. I don't really know how childlike the brain of the American is, but I think one of the main reasons why these corrupt groups of people get away with this kind of illegitimate takeover of our technology, telling us what they're going to do with our communication systems without having us vote like it's a democracy. Ask us, tell us exactly the truth, because we're the consumer. And it just looks almost kind of like some kind of socialist, communist, New World Order program. I mean, if they're reading your thoughts, why would they need 5G?
Okay, this is what I will tell you right now. Your microwave that you have in your kitchen, or don't, I don't, runs off 2.40 gigahertz, okay? Wi-Fi is 2.40 to 2.41 gigahertz. You already have 5.8 gigahertz if you use Wi-Fi with your cell phone. Now, a lot of people don't understand that 5G is not 5 gigahertz, it's fifth generation, and it is far more above 20,000. 20 gigahertz to 100 gigahertz. They won't give us exact numbers. But that's it, though. If you're on a computer, you're at 2.40. If you're on your cell phone, you are 5.8 G.
Okay, and I also wanted to say to Melissa, I know that she's being traumatized by remote neural monitoring. Just try to stay strong. It might end soon. The 5G technology, who's in charge of this technology? Who runs this technology?
Okay, people like Elon Musk, for instance, have a big hand in 5G. And just for the truckers that are out there, he has a big hand in the new semis that are AI driven with no driver. So that takes drivers away from their trucks. And their trucks are going to sit there and rust unless they get up off their backsides like we are and protest this damn thing. I'm sorry, I get real heated on this. The truckers have a very strong union, and I'm sure that union is going to sit up and take notice and do something about this.
I just Googled it, and I'm sorry.
Oh, it's just I think it's the deep state. They want this communication system available everywhere. They want to be able to control everything. They want drain pipes to be on 5G. Everything. They want to put chips in everything so they can find out where you're going. New clothes will come equipped with chips that you can't find, and they'll know just where these clothes are going and who bought them. So they want it everywhere.
It is going to get everywhere, and we have to take some responsibility as Americans on this. I just searched on Google because it's got an extensive data. Telecom giant Huawei, Huawei, has signed over 50 commercial 5G contracts, more than its closest competitors, Nokia and Ericsson. And they're already working on 6G.
We also, just to interrupt you just for 1 second, we have 6th generation Wi-Fi coming out as well. Wi-Fi 6, they call it. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Now, the information that we get online, basically a collective of people doing searching and people who work together to put information online. How fast do you want that information? These fools that live in our country who are online and using the internet for the wrong reasons are basically partially responsible for not trying to learn about the technology, the science behind why people are gang stalked, why people are targeted, why Snowden had to leave the country, that the technology of the NSA, that these people are always going to be ahead of us. It's because of our laziness as thinkers.
Yes.
And many of us, I didn't. Yeah.
We have had in the past, years back, when we didn't like something, we protested right from the beginning. When George Washington was president, you could go and talk to him. You could talk to anybody from government. Of course, naturally, things have changed since then. But we should be able to talk to government. They should have once a week, they should have their own show, interactive with the public, where the public could ask questions. And I don't mean planted people in the audience. I mean anybody around the country. That should happen once a week to make this government transparent. Now, go ahead. I'm sorry, Marilyn. I get really heated up with this 5G.
Well, I wish I knew more, and I'm going to try to do better understanding. The Federal Communications Commission, I think this would be our target, that, what are you trying to do to us? Information highway for faster internet communication? Who could believe this lie? Exactly. It's like they're talking to children. How much faster do these lazy Americans need to search something stupid online? This is a war. This is a war tactic. This is a machine. They are trying to take, I'm sorry for the patriots. If you're a patriot, you need to challenge the authority of these big companies and this government that this is a war machine.
It is. It's a war machine, and this goes beyond what you've ever thought the communications would be. I'll give you an example. No person, no animal, no bird, no insect, and no plant on the earth will be able to avoid exposure 24 hours a day, 365 days a year to levels of RF radiation that are tens to hundreds of times greater than what exists today.
Because the question would be, if they say something along the lines in the FCC, accelerating wireless broadband deployment. Deployment sounds like soldiers coming to kill me by removing barriers to infrastructure, investment. What the hell does that mean? They're using language that sounds like war. All of this is just, I am really into nature. This is anti-nature. This is anti-God. It's anti-democracy. It's just spyware on a level where they don't want you to be able to get relief and escape. You can't go to another country. They're going to 5G the whole planet, even third world countries.
Right. You mentioned Barry Trower.
Really
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Marilyn. I'm not going to interrupt you again.
Oh, no. You said Barry Trower.
Yeah, you mentioned Barry Trower, and he was in as an expert witness in a trial in Oregon quite some time ago. And I actually don't know the outcome of that trial, but he was an expert witness in it. And the amount of data that he came up with is incredible. And that was to get Wi-Fi out of a school. Now, Europe did it.
Right.
They don't have Wi-Fi in their schools for obvious reasons. When they start their microwave, they're told to get 6 to 8 meters away from it while it's running. So what's wrong with this country? We had a pregnant woman who stood in front of a microwave with the door open because the mechanism that held the door open broke. So, people are not given any information in this country about anything because it's just like everyone has said. People are content to go to work, come home, watch TV, go to bed. Do they protest? Do they care? No, they don't. You know why? Because it's not bothering them yet. They haven't.
Exactly.
Yep.
No, because basically the gist of the radiation radiating the planet to give us cancer and kill us. Okay, that this generation of children that are in the 5G schools, whether they're charter or public, they will have children that are defective. Those children won't even be able to have children. That it is a really subtle, slow genocide program. Okay, and this is targeting really white. This is Europe and the colonies. So whoever it is, they're really targeting white people. Okay, and these are white men killing white people. The perpetrators that are black, that are involved, who are gang stalkers, for instance, in remote neural monitoring, many of these fools don't even have a cell phone. But they've been mind-hacked, radiated, and they're attached to me. And I can hear the ignorance of 10, 20 black men. They have, hearing the thoughts of, because I'm a black woman, I'm 49, I'm an artist, I live in a home, I believe in capitalism, I believe in freedom. Ignorance is not a friend for this country. You got to bring everybody up to speed, in particular black America, that's below poverty level, that they're recruiting these fools to gang stalk people. And it is that legacy of the useful idiot. So they're gonna change the language. The useless eater is going to be recruited to be gang stalkers, and then all these tech people will implement the war machine. They'll go to trade school, get the technology put into people's homes, and it'll be a temporary job market. After they install 5G, 6G, there'll be no jobs, and we'll have a bunch of stupid people running the shit, on Facebook. I mean, I saw Facebook as the enemy. If you're going to put your child's photographs on Facebook, you're going to put your face and your likes and your home and your privacy. You'd have to be a fool after the American Revolution. You trust companies? You're just going to put your face out there, So they're not prepared and they're not ready.
We have Elon Musk putting out tractor trailers that are AI driven and use this system. Now, I mentioned also the Truckers Union, and it is called the Teamsters, and they are the strongest union ever. And I am pleading to them to get up and stop this, because you can do it. You know how. You've got the manpower. You've got millions of truckers in this country who don't want to be without work. And these driverless trucks have already put some out of work, I'm sure. And every time you see a driverless truck going down the highway, okay, we have to go to commercial, Marilyn. Thank you for listening, folks.
Tired of being lied to by mass media? It's growing more and more apparent today that news is received less and less through standard media outlets. Even with a growing audience every day, RBN is beginning to direct more efforts into social media. Social media and the use of the internet is fast becoming the primary source of people for news, regardless of demographic. RBN has set out to provide some of the best news on the internet through republicbroadcasting.org, and also has begun to use the tools to our advantage by way of social media. Republic Broadcasting is now operating a Facebook page to function as yet another avenue to have our collective voice reach new audiences across not only America, but across the globe as well. The Facebook page features not only news, but also an RBN player to listen to our broadcast. Get involved by visiting facebook.com/Republic Broadcasting and liking our page and share it with your friends and family, because you can handle the truth.
Homeowners, if your lender has gone out of business or sold your transaction to another lender or servicer, you may be the victim of a wrongful foreclosure, resulting in the loss of your home. If you've already lost your home, are in foreclosure, or even in good standing, you can challenge the mortgage transaction's illegal issue, and your property can be restored to you, and your foreclosure can be stopped or reversed, and the mortgage transaction declared unenforceable. State laws, U.S. title codes, the Uniform Commercial Codes, and U.S. Supreme Court rulings have upheld that defective mortgage documentations can reverse or stop foreclosures and enforce property title claims in favor of the homeowner. We are having successes in stopping the process of foreclosure, the enforcement of the foreclosure judgments, the sale of property, and evictions after the sale. We are not attorneys, and we don't give legal advice. We are a professional team of legal researchers, providing forensic mortgage audits and expert witnesses. We have the knowledge to produce the evidence and enforce laws regarding your legal issues. We've been in business for 12 years without a complaint. Consultations are free, and we provide a free title search to confirm if your mortgage has legal defects. Please call 855-253-3748. 855, 2, keep it today.
Talk Right, the conservative app offered by TalkStream Live that caters exclusively to the conservative talk radio community. Here you'll see only talk shows and podcasts from the conservative right. All the big broadcast names and online digital shows in one place. Talk Right makes it easy to find all your favorite conservative talkers with all the upscale features you come to expect from TalkStream Live. Keep up with the fast-paced political world. Download Talk Right today from Google Play or the App Store.
Hey, is that a new music app?
Yeah, check it out. Surfer Music Discovery. It links to thousands of online stations, but the twist is you see the song names and artists that are now playing live.
That's different. No guessing. Looks like a waterfall of music.
So many formats. Rock, oldies, country, R&B, jazz, and a whole lot more.
How's that spelled?
Surfer. S-U-R-F-R.
Is it expensive?
It's free. No need to sign up or sign in.
Get the Surfer Music app free from Google Play or the App Store.
Good evening once again from Boston, Massachusetts. My name is Frank Allen. Tonight we have been discussing the 5th generation of cell phone technology. And we have been exploring what scientists say, not what the media says. I wouldn't believe a damn thing that I see on CNN unless I hear it here or one of your background media opportunities like Activist Post, people like that. Way in the background. But I watch them all, and I'm sure Marilyn does too, because that's where the real news is. I've seen things going on, big deals going on, that the Activist Post and others have gotten up there before CNN. So, too bad, CNN. Go ahead, Marilyn.
So, a few minutes I just hope that we can really get a grip on this, and we need to really expose remote neural monitoring, because this is turning the body into a 5G antenna for any old creep out there who wants to listen to your thoughts. And this is really, really what's impacting me. High-speed internet. The only reason I need high-speed internet is to use it as a tool to defend myself against corruption.
Exactly.
I can't think of any other reason why you'd need it.
Yeah, we have 1 gigabyte service, and damn, 1 gigabyte powers everything at 1 billion miles an hour. So why would you need anything more than that? What do you think?
I think they're trying to kill us.
Yeah, they are. They are, because this is resulting in a massive increase in inescapable, involuntary exposure to wireless radiation. And they are millimeter waves. And it's been said that the millimeter wave does not go below a certain level of skin. Well, guess what? The millimeter wave does. But you know what it does at the same time? It excites other cells and turns them into tiny antennas. So the millimeter wave actually does affect you inside and out. So, all right, we have to say goodnight, Marilyn, and it's been a pleasure. My name
Thank you.
is Frank Allen. Good night, Boston.
Extend your life with Extendovite.
When your doctor tells you you have bad cholesterol or blockages in the arteries, what do? When diet and exercise is not enough, we try medications and hope for the best. For the last 2 decades, I have been telling people about a natural method to help solve these problems and more. Extendovite can help maintain cardiovascular health and lower blood lipid levels in adults. The 7 herbs in Extendovite are known to work together synergistically to get the results we hope for. There are many testimonials on Extendovite's effect on circulatory-related ailments. Get Extendovite today to start your journey back to a healthier life. To order, call 1-877-928-8822 or visit heartdrop.com or see us on amazon.com.
Extend your life with Extendovite.
You're listening to the Republic Broadcasting Network, because you can handle the truth.